We're taking a deeper look now into the new Pope, Pope Leo XIV.
Yeah, Monsignor Michael Heintz from St. Pius X Parish is with us this morning, better known as Father Mike. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Delighted to be here, thank you.
Your reaction to hearing that we have an American Pope?
It was really exciting yesterday. We had the big screen set up in the parish center. The staff was kind of in and out watching, and people had the chimney on their computer screens. And we knew that when the white smoke was seen, we'd ring the bells, we'd let the school children know. So they turned on the children, were able to turn on televisions in the classrooms, and some went to the cafeteria, others went to the church. It was delightful. I told those children they'll remember exactly where they were on this day. They'll tell their kids about it someday.
Were you surprised it was an American?
Yes, very much so. I mean, Prevost, I knew the name, knew about him. All the prognosticators had different names they were throwing out there as the likely winner. And I always believe, like, we'll be surprised. No one expected Bergoglio to be Francis, you know, and to be elected. And Prevost being elected was quite a surprise. You know, American-born. Most of his life was spent in Rome and Peru, but a kid from Chicago becomes Pope.
Yeah, pretty neat. Not only just American, but also in the Midwest, right down the street from us. Yeah. You mentioned Francis. What type of impact will he have on Prevost, and now Pope Leo XIV? And specifically, do you think this will be a continuation of the Francis legacy?
There's always going to be continuities and discontinuities with any papacy. John Paul to Benedict, Benedict to Francis, Francis to now Leo. He signaled to me very clearly in his opening remarks that he honors Francis and will continue Francis's legacy, but he's also clearly his own person, and he's going to, choosing the name Leo, for example, was a surprise. I think that kind of signals, you know, like, well, I'm going to be my own man in a sense. But this isn't any kind of reaction to Francis or anything like that. There's always lots of continuities in Catholic life.
Father Mike, people are reading into the fact that he wore those red vestments yesterday. Mm-hmm. Do you think that was intentional? Do you think that perhaps he's trying to reach out to the conservative side of the church?
I mean, I have no idea what was on his mind when he got dressed to go out on the balcony. But the mozzetta was traditionally worn, and Francis was the first who didn't, in modern times, he didn't come out wearing it. I don't know if he was making a statement with that or not. He looked awfully good in it, though.
Yeah, he did. He looked very good. So what do you think will be his biggest challenge? Some people talk about bringing the church closer together, mm-hmm. Of course, evangelizing the church as well. He mentioned that yesterday from the balcony. What is his biggest challenge?
I think one thing he's going to do that's very much in continuity with Pope Francis is be very intentional about people on the margins of society, the poor especially. Having worked in a very poor diocese in coastal Peru, he is very sensitive to, I think the fact that he chose the name Leo also signals a great desire to be attentive to those in need. So I think that's going to be a large priority. And the Holy Father, the Pope, whoever he is, his principal work is to strengthen the unity of the church. He's supposed to be the sign and guarantor of the church's oneness. And so he's got his hands full. It's a very diverse church. All the different cultures, nationalities, perspectives, and his job is to hold everyone together in union. And I think that's going to be a task that would daunt anyone. As you saw, if you had a close-up of his face yesterday on the balcony toward the end, you could see him sort of tearing up. I don't know if that was joy, fear, probably everything. Yeah. It's a daunting task.
The reason they call it the Room of Tears.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
All right, a very exciting time for the church. Father Mike, thank you so much for coming in this
morning. Delighted to be here, thank you.
Thanks for watching. Here's another story you may like. And subscribe to the WSBT 22 YouTube channel.